Hey, what's up, guys? It's King Havo, and I'm just going to do a quick video to show you what I've been working on lately for the sim community. Try to give us some options, man. I mean, we need to get something other than Madden. Madden is just not cutting it. Um, I did not buy the game. I have the game for free sitting on my desk, and I haven't even opened it. So Madden 16, I do not like what it looks like. I tested it, did not like the way it plays. There's way too many glitches in the game, and the animations and the way they run and throw and block. I mean, there's so many problems with that game. It's a headache, and it's unfortunate because the game is next gen, is the only one we have that's next gen, and it's a shame that we don't have choices. But we do have choices, and that's kind of the point of this video. I've been working on something important for a game that you guys might not even want to play, and it's something that I've done over the past week, and I've done it in a pretty quick amount of time. I think it was very. Um, I'm very pleased with the speed because I've already done a few editors already, and this one is a basic editor using the code that I already had from before. So what I want to show you guys is basically what I've been working on here. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and I've been working on an NFL Fever 2004 uh, roster editor for the PC. And this is the editor loaded up. It looks just like the other editors I have out there for All Pro Football and Backbreaker and ESPN 2K4. Those were all made. They were all really inspired by Flying Finn's 2K5 editor that we all know about and love. And this 2004 NFL Fever game it's a fun game. I mean, it's challenging as all hell. It's got the read and lead passing where you can throw the ball anywhere on the field, and your receivers, if they're close to it, they're going to try to make an attempt at it. And it's a really challenging game, and it's not perfect. The graphics aren't good at all. I did a video comparing the 360 version versus the original Xbox, and I personally play the original one because it's just fun. I mean, it's just cleaner. It plays smoother, and if you know how to get your rosters on and off your Xbox, then you're good to go. For all you guys out there that want to learn how to do editors, put some comments on my video here, and go to simheads.com if you want, and vote, because I've been thinking about doing some tutorials and showing you guys who want to learn, who have a little bit of coding background, uh, some of the things that I do, and what I've learned, and what it takes to build the rosters that I build. I use Visual Studio, I use C Sharp, and Windows Forms. So it's pretty simple in terms of the technology, but there's a lot that goes into it. And not to dive off into that tangent, but the bottom line is that I've learned a lot, and I'd love to share with the community. And but there's a lot of technical, boring, detailed information that I made, and I don't really know if you guys really want to see all that. So let me know in the comments. But this here, one thing about making these editors that I'll mention real quick is that the Xbox has, just like the Xbox 360, the original Xbox has like a key that you have to unlock in order to be able to save these games without for the game to work, for these rosters to work. So whenever you go, if you make a change to your hex file, if you guys have ever done that for the original Xbox, if you were to open up your roster on your PC, and basically it looks like this. This is just an example of what it might look like. And you can see some numbers and things of that nature. And the bottom line, this is a hex file, and it's really all ones and zeros behind the scenes. It's basically like, see this binary right here? It's all zeros and ones. There's 8 bits for each byte, and the byte goes into the hex. But to not bore you guys, this is for another time. The point is that if you change anything on here and you try to just load it back onto your Xbox, it'll break because you've changed one, even if you change one little bit, a physical bit in here, you change 1 0 to a 1, then your key is all is messed up now. It won't work. So you have to rehash and re-sign. So I got together with somebody online. I found someone that helped me figure out what the keys are that are hidden inside of these disks. And he wrote a program. His name's Gothi, Gothi, if you want to ever look him up. But he wrote a way for us to use his code to be able to unlock these keys, so we can just make these editors and change the game and then write some code to rehash and re-sign it. So that's just a little bit of a taste for you guys that are out there that think this thing is easy to do and it's simple. I mean, this is a lot of back end research and work, and it's just crazy how much it takes to do this. But since I've built a bit of a template, and I've learned a lot, it's starting to get a little faster for me. But anyways, I wanted to see if I can make a roster editor for NFL Pro or NFL Fever 2004. There are guys out there that want to make rosters. You can make them in the game. You're limited as to what you can do, but you can create, I think, an endless amount of players because the file just grows. Not like other games where the file just stays in one on one size, and you can only use the slots that are available. So you're kind of capped out with the amount of players you can play or use or create. And in this game, it seems to be an endless amount, but I've never tried it. So I figure, you know what? To save a lot of time without having to use the Xbox and sit there and change one piece at a time. Plus, there's some things that you're limited to changing that you can unlock with the editor. I figured, let me just try to see if I can make it and get some rosters out there so I can play some football this year, because my Bills are pretty exciting right now, and I just need something to play, and I'm getting sick of the other games. So this is something that I think you guys should try out. So anyways, let me just go ahead and show you what it looks like. It's very similar to the other rosters. This is just a small file that I created. These are all the created players that I created in the game. And I'll do an instruction video when I release this to show you exactly how to use it. But the bottom line is I'm going to have all the created players that you create here that you can just go ahead and just modify. This file is very complicated. It's not simple. The created players versus the players that come with the game, the NFL players, is two different. They're light years apart in terms of the logic, and I can't even figure out how to where the teams are located. I found pieces and parts, but I can't figure out where the teams are assigned to players. The NFL players are totally different, and they're like almost cryptic, where I can't even begin to try to see how to edit those guys. So the plan is going to be to just create a whole bunch of players, which doesn't take a long time to do. And then in here, you can change those players and make your entire roster. And then we'll go ahead and apply them to the teams in the game. So really, it's going to help with the majority of the creation of the players and the stats and everything. So this is my version of Tyrod Taylor. I didn't change the name yet because I'm trying to still keep them editable. But you have all the settings in here that you have in the game. They're all working. And you have your attributes. Right now I have the large attributes on. The game only shows up to, I think, 99 or 100. And but this will actually take you higher. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm going to show you just real quick that once you save the file and you let's see here. So if you save the file and you do a IFTP my files to my Xbox. So I use FileZilla and I just FTP them over. And this is the roster file in here. I did a quick video on where to go for the folder for this game. So if you guys are wondering how to get there, then it's out there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass that file over, and go ahead and start the old Xbox here, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys in a second how this is working. All right, guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I got the NFL Fever game loaded, and hopefully it records okay, but this is a quick video, so it's not a big deal. I'm using OBS. But anyways, I just want to show you that the file's on there. When you save it in the editor, it'll re-sign it, rehash it for you. So all you really need to do is come in and load the roster. So let's see. So this is the roster file I just created. And show you that it's going to go ahead and load fine. And boom, there you go. And now if I go to the player I made, this is the one I was just showing you, John Doe, Virginia Tech, and everything's there. One thing about this game that took a little bit of time to figure out is every time you change the body type, it messes with a number of different things. It limits the kind of gear you can wear, because the gear is all based on some of the gear is based on, and the faces are based on if you're a big guy or a smaller guy, and it's all based on your body type. You know, I thought it was based on position, but it's not. It's based on strictly your body type, and the body types are limited depending on what position you pick. Like if I were to go in here and just create a player real quick for fun, you're going to see that if I switch to a lineman, left tackle, you see you could be earth mover, and earth mover is a big dude. I mean, a big fat dude. And when you're earth mover, you know, you have certain things that you just don't have in others, and you don't have, like, you can't put a towel on them. You can't put a warmer. I can't change this at all. There are things that you just that are locked out, and in the editor, if I tried to unlock these things, the game would kind of break, and it wasn't really working right, and you definitely couldn't edit the player. So I basically made the editor only allow you to change things per body type that the game would let you change, just to keep things working smooth, unless I find a different way to do it to make it work. But that's some info for you guys who care about this stuff. But the overall rating too is a tricky one, because you know, you can change that to 100, that to 100, but if you go to probably like strength, because this guy's a line, see, it just jumps. It jumps from 52 to 74. And the overall rating is one of the things that the file needs. It's a slot in the file. So for right now, I'm doing a straight, you know, attributes divided by the number, and that's what you get back. So it's not going to be right, but I think what happens is when you're looking at the players in this view here, see this guy's 127 right here. It's going to say 127 is his rating. Up top as well, it's showing 127 under his name. But if you go in and you look, it says 99. Now this is a case where it's over 100, but you're going to see a difference in the game. You're going to see the ratings that are here. You're going to see the 127, but when you go to edit the player, you see a different rating. So I don't know which one is right. I'm sending in 127 in the file when you edit it, because there's a slot for it, but I'm not sure which one the game uses. So maybe you guys out there can do some testing and figure it out. But I'm really excited about this because this game is brand new to me. I mean, I've only played it a few times. I've had it for a while. I didn't play it back in the day like probably a lot of you guys didn't because we had other options. But with the state that we're in right now with Madden and the garbage that we have to deal with, I'm sorry, man. I'm taking it back. And I think that this is a game we should all try. I'm going to be putting some videos out there showing you a little bit of gameplay. And I hope you guys take a look. This will be out on Simheads probably by this weekend. Today's Thursday night, and I'm thinking over the weekend I'll be releasing something for you guys. So keep an eye out. I'll put a video out, a short video out, showing you. It'll try to be short, showing you how to do this stuff so you guys can understand, and we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.